How's it going? Welcome to the Hobby Corner with me, Kevin, your host. And what a week it's been, hey? Especially for us in the UK. Ooh, it's been a scorcher, hasn't it? And yeah, I've enjoyed it. You see, I got a bit of a glow going on there. You know, I got a nice little bit of tan going on. You know, I smell like cooking bacon, which is great. But hey, that's what it's like to be a Brit during a heat wave. So today it actually cooled down a little bit, which is nice. There was even a bit of a breeze, so that made a nice change. And yeah, but because it is still a bit warm, especially in the room that I'm in, and you know, having that door closed, and I've got a little bit of a gap there just for a little circulation. But I can't have the I can't have a fan on in here, otherwise all you hear is the entire stream. So there's no point. You know, I've got the window open. It's only like that big, but it's open. Curtains drawn. But there's a gap for the air to come through, so we'll be good. We should be fine. I have whatever's left in this bottle of cherry Pepsi Max, and of course got a nice little bottle of beer. So no bin juice tonight. That's my choice of poison for today, just to help cool off. So yeah, so instead of painting tonight, we are actually going to be building some stuff. I just got, not today, but I think 2 days ago, I got a delivery for you know, Estrella Soul Bright, the Bladegeist Revenants, the ones with the big broadswordy type things, and of course Kurdos Valentian, Kurdos Valentian, the dude on the floaty throne. So that's really cool too. So got some cool stuff to build tonight. I'm actually looking forward to it because I haven't built these before. So yeah, before we get into it though, let's just have a quick look at the early birds and see how we're doing. So coming straight in before everyone else is Boffnet. How you doing, mate? Glad you could join us. We've got Total Nova as well. How you doing, man? We got Scroggy Mini Painting as well. Howdy doody. How'd you do? We also got Table Ready Minis as well. Hope you're good, man. Good to see you. We got Nightbot. How's you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? And Void Captain Bazooka whooshing in on his little rocket. Hope you're well. So thank you everyone for being here tonight. It's really cool. And yeah, I'm glad you could all be here. So let's just get the camera right, yeah? Hang on. Oh, no. There we go. So let me know what you're working on tonight as well. Are you doing anything? Are you watching a bit of TV? Are you just chilling out? Is it the start of the day or the end of the day for you? Are you got any projects? Going to release it yesterday, but there was some sound problems, so I ended up postponing it till tomorrow, which is going to be a hectic day for YouTube videos, because there's going to be, I think there's going to be like 4 videos released tomorrow by Chilling Network members. So you know, it's going to be a good day. So plenty of content for you lot to mull over, and essentially it's just some ideas of what you can do when you're in the middle of a heat wave and painting is not really an option. So yeah. Anyways, if you're new here or if you just joined us, don't forget to say hello in the chat. Let us know what you're all up to. And yeah, let's just whoosh. Look at that. It's like magic. Alright, I hope the volume is all good. The sound levels are good. I've got the mic near me as well, as you can see. Hello, how you doing? Let's have a look, see. So what's everyone up to? Oh yeah, and by the way, like, the internet should be a bit more stable tonight, because I actually got the old Ethernet cable out. It's like a 20-meter cable, and I don't know if that is gonna really help smoothing things out. I did a speed test and it seemed a little bit higher on the upload and download speeds by like a megabyte, so that's quite a big deal actually. So we'll see how it goes tonight. The only thing that can really fail is the laptop at this point. So let's have a look. So pinged for close contact, now having to isolate. That's a whole conundrum, isn't it? Because we're in a weird state where, because everyone's back to work and everyone's back, well, just finished being back at school and everyone's on holiday and stuff, what do you do? What do you do? Because you can still have a chance of carrying it, being asymptomatic, or, you know, having symptoms develop further down the line, or there's a good chance that you won't, and being vaccinated can decrease those chances. But yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? So if everyone's getting pinged, which is going to be very much likely, we're going to start suffering. Shops are going to start having to close down and stuff like that, and we're already seeing it. I think up north, one railway line had to close because it didn't have the staff to drive the trains. So because, you know, one pinged and then they all pinged. So anyways, I think it should be a case that if you take like a couple of tests and they're all negative, then you should be like okay to go back to work, sort of thing. I think that's the smart way to do it, but hey, we'll see. We'll see what they want to do with that. Kev's dry brushing. What Kev's? I'm not dry brushing tonight, man. Sorry about that. Sorry to let you down. Yeah. See, a benefit of where I work is we do. I was testing Skyrim. Ooh, nice. And yeah, Epic Tunes. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, what I was saying, yeah, I get tested twice a week with the lateral flow test, and then I also take the full whack one that goes off to the lab once a week. So I'm pretty confident that, you know, I'm not got it. Yeah, we wear masks and stuff at work and all that. You know, being a care home and all that. So yeah, it's strange, but anyway. Venting cathedral during which I was behind a screen, and yeah, see, that's the problem. It is a tough thing, but what do you do, eh? So let's see if they work out. Good evening, I'm painting more realms. Oh, Robert Blake, how you doing, man? Glad you could join us. Hope you're well. And Frost and Fists as well. Mifos, how you doing? Underdog Painting, Karen Commissar. Hope you're all well. Sorry, I didn't see you all slide in there. Whoosh. Thought it was a targeting device for X. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. So yeah, let us know what you're working on. Let us know what you're doing this weekend. Glad you're all here. We'll start getting some building done today. Like I said, it's just too warm to do painting. So yeah, it's the smartest thing to do, really, is to build stuff. You're always gonna have something to build. Uh-oh. Don't kick it! Don't kick it! He's okay. Alright. So, you know what? I was gonna start with some Pepsi, but screw it. Let's get straight to the beer. Heads or tails? I'll pick it up later, don't worry. That'll do. No hobby until you move. Oh man, well, good luck with your move. Hope it all goes well for you. Issue 68, 2 copies. The Blaze. Ah, yes, the yeah, it's well worth having 2 copies of that issue because you definitely want a full 10 Ghost unit. Blade Geist Revenants are pretty cool. Kev, you need to do a hobby room tour. I'm interested to see a hobby room tour. Man, there's not much really to look at. I've got those shelves here, this desk. There's a, like, right in front of me to the right, there's like a tower set of drawers where the laptop sits on, with all the cables spilling out of it, and then right next to it is a wardrobe with no doors on it that I use as shelving, with my second screen and boxes of miniatures. That's it. And then the rest of the room is a stock room for the wife's business. So it's really not much to look at, man. But if you really want an intimate setting, then, you know, could sort something out maybe. Let's have a look. So bright. Okay. What's going on in this issue? Oh, they go into the floor of reforging. That's cool. Studying immortality, enlightenment. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, look, the funky kangaroo knights. And then of course we've got the build section, so let's get to that bit, yeah. Hey Badfish, how you doing, Murph? Hope you're well. Bigger house and dedicated hobby space for me. Ah, mate, living the dream right there. Living the bloody dream. Yeah, I still have to wait until the kids are in school proper before I can look to getting a proper job. The job that I got now is because of its flexibility. That's why I do it. It's not the best paying job in the world. It keeps a roof over a head, but I don't work enough to really make a huge amount of difference, and I don't earn enough either. So yeah, our 4-year-old, he's going to be starting school in September though, and the little one, he's going to be turning 3 in the middle of August, and he is going to be at preschool for 1 more year, and then after that, boom. Kev, I had an illusion of this mental room you had. I wish, man. I wish it was wall to wall, like just posters and stuff, and shelving and display cabinets. That would be perfect. I mean, it's a lot of dusting, but it'd be perfect. But yeah, I don't have that. It's not a bad thing. Like, I got enough space as I need. You know, I'm a simple guy like that. I don't like to have more than I need of anything. So in that way, there's a nice balance, I suppose. Alright, so we've got the underbelly of it. Boom, boom, boom. Pop, did he pop, pop, pop? Like so. There we go. Oh, also, if you haven't hit the like button already, give that a smash. Go smash it! Because, you know, it helps more people see the video, which means more people can join in and have fun. And if you haven't shared it and you know someone who would like to just hang out with us, go for it. There we go. So I got the little scraper thing, but I like using the blade for the larger bit of sprue that's still on there. There we go. And then use this for mold line removing. By the way, this is a really cool little gadget. If you got these things from Hachette, that's how you pronounce it, Hachette. But it is a pain because you know, that it was all tiny and fiddly. It doesn't have a handle, and Garfi actually designed a handle which is quite easy to put together. It literally just use a little Allen key to loosen it. You slide that in, and then you tighten it back up. Job done. You got a handle on it, and it's much more comfortable. So I've got to say thanks to Garfi for that, because he sent this out to me. And in my own green as well, to match the colour of the channel. So that was pretty cool. Like I said, it did the same with the Ultra handle, because I bought another one from him, and he got the colours to match my channel, so that was really good. So my favourite setup of all time was Kev on his old porch outside. Build up to Indomitors. Yeah, that was cool, man. That was cool, but it was unsustainable, and like I said, that little fold out picnic table thing, it got knocked over because it was folded up into its like case like state, and it was leaning up against the wall, and one of the kids just knocked it over, and because it was like almost 30 years old, the plastic was old and brittle, and it just shattered into pieces. But my god, was it wobbly and uncomfortable to sit on for like 3 hours at a time out in the dark. But yeah, no, those were good times, man. That really gave me the confidence to do live streams, and yeah, here we are now. I might end up having to do another live stream marathon to get this stuff done before Imperium drops. And we know how how badly that went last time. I only got all the Space Marine stuff built, half of the Death Guard stuff built, and only about a third of it painted. Most of the Space Marine stuff just had blue, black and silver painted on, and then shaded in Nuln Oil. That was it. Alright, so it says, okay, well I can't do that yet because I ain't got the other bit of the leg. Where is it? That one. I need number 9. Number 9. That's genuinely what I thought you had, but agree, screw with that. Dusting. Exactly, you only need enough room to swing your wrist around. That's all the room a man needs in his man cave. I got one of them, thought it was for opening paint or something. You haven't been watching all my videos then. Tut tut, man, tut tut. I'm definitely gonna do a what you need video before Imperium drops. Just like bits and pieces that will be useful and probably much needed for when you collect, whether you decide to subscribe or just pick up the odd issues, you know. So that's one video I've got lined up. Got a couple of other things in the works as well. The annoying thing is I can make loads of footage, but getting the time to... Excuse me, that was rude. Did you hear that from the song? Oh, this is a rude song. What was I saying? Yeah, so I got loads of footage of stuff, but like getting time to edit is the problem. You know, the motivation to edit videos is a tough thing to get through. But I did it. I managed to put a video together this week, so hope you enjoy it tomorrow. I'll probably release it around lunchtime just to let the other channels have their videos air out a bit. Otherwise, everyone at 8 o'clock in the morning is just going to get like 4 or 5 different alerts saying, this person released the video, this person released the video, and then you just like, forget it. You got 6 months before Imperium, you'll be fine. No, actually Imperium is being released near the end of August. So you're thinking of the US. The US is being released in the new year. So really I only got a handful of weeks to get ready for it. God, this sounds a bit like Nightwish, doesn't it? There we go. Right, so we pop the tail on there. Slidey, slidey. Okay. Let's just trim the corner of that. There we go. Where does this go? Ah, it's the main. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get yourself one, go to Garthy's paper. Go to Garthy's eBay, and you can order yourself one from there. It's only a couple of quid. It's well worth it. I mean, especially because the blades will never dull. You know, because it's just for scraping lines. So it's not like with hobby blades where it gets blunt and then you toss it. This, you know, once you got one, if you got a decent handle for it, it's gonna last you forever. And I've got like a few of these, so I'm good, you know. I'll be honest, I ain't seen them all. I'm working my way through yours, Elston's pick. Oh really? Going through the back catalogue. Well, I apologise in advance for all of that. All the nonsense you'll be watching, especially because about a month ago I went back through all of my past live streams and I made them public again, just until my watch time, you know, goes over the line, and then I'll put them all away. But yeah, it's just there's a lot of bad stuff there. Yes, Boffnet, you better get painting, mate. How did you think it would be in the new year? How did you get that wrong? I've been telling you for ages. I even had Ross Graham from Fauxhammer, the guy who literally gets told straight from Hashett's mouth all the information, because he's doing a collab with them right now, yeah. And yeah, I had him on the show a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about it. And you missed it, man. I even did a video on it. Where have you been, dude? Stop watching cricket. You're gonna get heat stroke. Saw a website saying February. Did you check to see if that website had the US flag on it by any chance? It's been quite a good mix of tunes actually. I feel like I'm doing a little hobby hangout, and there's a little jukebox in the background, and you just like put a few quid in and just going, yeah, do random. Yeah, you was at cricket, you had a few pints, you got sloshed, heat exhausted, sunburnt, you're just wasted on the benches. Doing what cricket fans do, right? There we go. So what's everyone's thoughts on the latest drama that's been circulating around all the groups and everything about Games Workshop, saying, yeah, fan-made animations is a no-no anymore. Personally, I can see why they're doing it, because now that they're about to launch Warhammer Plus, they want that to be your one-stop shop, don't they? And you know, as a business, it makes sense. And they've tried to hire as many of the animators as they can, haven't they? But at the same time, it's kind of been like bullying them into it. It's kind of like being, if you don't come and work for us, you can't release any more content anyway. So at least if you work for us, you won't make as much money through Patreon or subscriptions or whatever. But at least you'll still get to do what you love, and it's a steady income. Otherwise, we just have to ask you to stop. And I think that's causing a lot of concern about what Games Workshop would do for other content creators. And personally, I honestly don't think we have to worry too much like live streaming building stuff. I mean, they can't really have a monopoly on that at all. Same with painting tutorials. And lore videos. I mean, that's been a point of contention. Will they start asking content creators to stop doing lore videos? And the quick answer to that is no, they can't. Because you're not reading verbatim from the book all the information. You're doing your own interpretation of it. So you're conversing with other people about the thing, and they can't stop that. Because if they stop that, then that means you can't have a conversation at all about their stuff with anyone. So yeah, I think those lore video people are fine, and I can see why some people would still say no to Games Workshop when it comes to working for them. At the end of the day, I'm sure there are some people out there who can make a lot more money through subscriptions and donations than they ever will from Games Workshop, and that's kind of where half the problem is, I suppose. Padded seats, and it's reserved. Pish posh, mate, pish posh. Bringing your own cushion doesn't mean it's a padded seat, and yelling at someone to F off because that's your spot, that doesn't count as reserved either. Kev, need advice. Mortis Engine was thinking of getting 2. Worth it, yes or no? Was going to build 1 as an alternative build. Not sure, worth it. If you want to paint them as completely different things, then it's worth it. Otherwise, you can always just not glue down the right, like the necromancer or the vampires, or you know, the cauldron or anything like that. Just you can magnetize them if you want, or just stick them on top. It's fine. and just be careful when you move it so they don't go like they're on a diving board. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's up to you. You can just get 2 if you want. It's still worth to do, but if you want to be frugal about it, then building it as a mortise engine, painting it however you like, and then just taking the bits out from the top and putting them in as you want it to be. That's the best way to do it, really. So I hope that helps. But if you do decide to get yourself some extra issues, then you know where to go. That little link to Forbidden Planet in the description below. That helps out the channel because I get a little kickback from that. So, and of course you're guaranteeing yourself a copy of the issues as well. So lore videos, painting videos, etc. Don't stop them getting money. Fan-made animation, STL file. Yeah, that's true. That is very much true, and it is. A lot of people kick off about that, but at the end of the day, they're a business. They need to make money to keep going, so they can reinvest in what they do, and also to appease the shareholders. It's, you know, that's business at the end of the day. So you can't hate them for running a business as a business gets run. You know, at the end of the day, what are you gonna do if they start letting people do free downloads of their miniatures? They start losing revenue. They can't produce any new stuff because they haven't got the money to reinvest. So you know, people start losing interest in them because they can get the stuff for free, and before you know it, the company starts having to make huge cuts, which results in huge cuts in, you know, what they produce, and it will just be a downhill cycle from there. And I know a lot of people say, well, what we do now doesn't really hurt them because it's so small scale now, but it only takes small scale to become large scale, you know, if there's enough momentum behind it. So it's a tricky thing for them to balance out, but they can't appease everyone, they can't make everyone happy, and at the end of the day, it's a luxury, it's a hobby, it's not a necessity. It's not life or death. I know it's escapism for some people, and I know that it's a release for others. That's what a hobby is at the end of the day. But it's a hobby. It's not a must-have. It's an optional extra. You know, food, clothing, a roof over your head. These things are important. Paying your bills are important. Getting plastic crack, not that important. So I know controversial and all that, but at the end of the day, I think people get a bit caught up in it. So you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Sent C53 in the Kenyan Sea. Mine for the last. Oh, Kenyan Sweet. Okay, alright. Oh, la-di-da. I don't even know what any of that means, so okay. Yes, discounted minis are always worth it. Getting 2 primes. Are you on a gold and a black one? Boom! Nailing it, mate. Nailing it. Hey, look, I mean, I'm not really into scalping and everything like that. But if you have got the money to get yourself a 3rd one and just hold on to it for like 6 months, and then just sell it on eBay for 30 quid, you know, you'll make some of your money back, like, to go towards other projects. I know that's bad to say. Don't say that. But I mean, they will have spare stock. They will. They just got to call them up and ask for it, really. And Games Workshop get their money at the end of the day. Just make sure you don't go too crazy with it, because there are going to be some people who will miss out when it comes to getting it in the shop, and they won't. They'll flat out refuse to talk to Hash it about it. I don't know why, but anyway. Let's do a big model. What? By Kragnos. Ooh. Man. Boy's got money. Huh? Yeah, I would love to see it as well. I haven't been drinking my beer. It's getting a bit warm in here. It's all the waffling I'm doing. Right. 10, 11, 12, and 17. Okay. There we go. 10. Put that one there. 11. 12. And 17 is on this fruit, I believe. Yeah. There we go. Got pouches galore. That's cool. It's not really scalping in your opinion, or some would say. But like I said, it's not a case of it's limited stock. They'll bring in more stock if the demand is there. It might take them a little bit of time, because of course you got other countries that need to catch up on it as well. So they have to have more stock available for those. It is just going to be a case of just calling them up and saying, yeah, look, I'm going to need one of those or 3 of those, please. So yeah. I mean, I ended up selling a few bits from Conquest, not because I was taking advantage of it, but literally because I needed the money, and I wasn't doing anything with them, and it just made sense to sell them to someone who did need them, and I put them as a fair price, you know. Yeah, and it helped out, man. So you just got to remember though, when you put stuff on eBay, you need to increase the price a little bit, because of course you got to pay fees on that. And then 9 times out of 10, the suggested amount for the shipping is way off. So yeah, always charge a few extra quid on top if you're looking to make sure you don't end up losing money on it. And that's just a bit sage advice at the end of the day. Lupus Canis, how you doing, mate? Glad you could join us. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good week sweating away. Let us know what you're working on tonight, mate. And let me know what your thoughts are, everyone in the chat, about Games Workshop shutting down YouTube animators. So it's a decent. Sees the release of the new 40k orcs. So that's really cool. It really is the year of the orc. I mean, we've got some brand new Age of Sigma orcs, and we've got some brand new 40k orcs, the Beast Snaggers. So damn, it's a good time. People crying that they don't do Xenos. Orcs always get a bit of love. It's the Eldar that don't. Have you seen the price of the Beast Snagger box on eBay? I haven't, no. I'm guessing it's a bit extra. That's scalping. Oh yeah, no, the scalpers will know that they'll get stock, because they already went up on pre-order, isn't it? So, but even before pre-order, like when something gets announced, they'll wait until there's a hint of the price, and then they will beep straight on eBay. They'll say, yeah, we're definitely going to get 10 boxes of this, and this is how much it's going to cost, because they know that they can just have 10 accounts set up, working at once on 10 different devices, and they'll just buy. That's how they do it. Oh, sorry, I started whistling. I hope it is okay. There we go. Right, I've put no glue on this whatsoever. It's all been push fit, which is kind of cool. I mean, look, that actually fits really nicely. Whoop. Kebab skewer on this foot. Got to get the right angle on it, I think. What is Elder? Is your not elder? I said elder. The whistling was pleasant. Ooh, nice. 200 to 300 quid. I mean, excuse my language, but fuck off. Fuck off. At that price, it's not worth paying. The only reason you pay that much is if you're desperate, absolutely desperate, to get the limited print codex. You know, with the alternative artwork. That's the only reason you'd do that. But even then, why? And you know what, there are people out there that will pay it, and that's why they can get away with it, because they know there'll be a die-hard collector out there who would desperately be there, like, dying to pay for it. Fear of missing out and hoarding, man, is the worst combination. Ooh, that went in nicely as well. For the most part, I haven't even really needed to trim the pegs on this. The pegs, pins, however you want to call them. They've all fit snug, you know? Oh man, if only the Grim Halo was like this. The Grim Halo just pissed me off so much. People will pay it though. Henry Cavill. But what can they do? How can they stop scalpers? They're already doing one purchase per customer on the limited stuff, right? But that doesn't stop people from having different accounts with different names from different banks on different devices. You can't track that, you can't trace it, you can't stop it. Like, that's some high level matrix shiz if you want to try and cut that out. So they've done what they can. The only other thing they can do, made to order, yeah, but again, there's always going to be people who miss out. on the made to order deadline because they just don't have the money then, and then you miss out, and the scalpers who did bulk buy the made to order will have them available, and they will be, you know, priced up. So you can't have an indefinite made to order anymore because the whole manufacturing process doesn't, it just can't sustain that. You know, they have to schedule everything being made in the factory and everything like that, and the packaging, and the amount of storage that they have. So it's quite tough. A Cavill, I think he does Custodes, doesn't he? The Adeptus Custard Creams. Red or blue pill? Is it the red pill where you sort of woken up to the truth of things? I don't know. It's nice to have a little bit of naivety in your life, but at the same time, you can't live with your head in the sand forever. I think that was the whole point of the Matrix. In that moment, just that moment, it was a case of, look, you can put your head in the sand, you can go about your business like you never knew anything was going on, but it might still catch up to you. Or you could be fully informed of what's coming for you, or what's going on in the world, and take steps to protect yourself from it. That's basically the whole message, isn't it? It's easy. It would be, I buy one, Mrs. buy one, Nan buys one, Uncle buys one, dog. Exactly. I mean, there is an argument to stop limited edition releases altogether, but the problem is, from a business standpoint, it makes money. And as like going back to what I was saying at the beginning of the show, they got to make money because they're a business, and that's it. And people have these romanticized notions that corporations can just, you know, let things slide, or they have a moral obligation to you know, go with what some of the customers say. But you'll find that out of those some, like say like, I don't know, 20% of the customer base kicked up enough stink. That's a big enough percentage of people to listen to. But if it's like 2% of the people who buy their stuff who are complaining about something, they're not really going to bother listening to them because it's not financially viable to listen to them, especially because they're not holding any shares. And out of that 2%, it's more than likely at least half of them don't actually buy Games Workshop stuff. They just like to bash on Games Workshop because it's popular in their group to do so. Listen to me being all cynical. Double drop the pills and see what happens. Oof, what? I mean, if you have to question if it's the red pill, then good luck. Never double drop. It was good when they took down the images on eBay, as they were copy. Yeah, that's true. They were taking pictures from the website, so Games Workshop can say, you can't do that because that's our intellectual property you're using for profit. So that is one thing that they can do. That's something that they have control over. But as soon as they get physical copies of these things, they can take their own pictures, and there you go. So one over hand, I'd love to be a hero like Neo, but on the other hand, if I can just imagine I'm having a delicious steak to get it, well, apologies to be. Yeah, but they don't decide what they want, do they? It's all programmed to happen. Right, so this sits like that, and it joins together to make that pin there, but there's also a hole here for another pin, so we're just gonna lie on this light there. Oh, it's the Rude song again. Yeah, boy. Alright, so this bit will hold the face together then. Right, sprue. There you go. Job done. I've got a drawer full of bent spoons. Oh, dude. Of course you do. Okay, a regular Yuri Geller, aren't you? Oh my god. I can just imagine you you're just sitting at the cricket match, right? Just rubbing the spoon like, watch my magic trick, I can make the spoon bend. Whoa. And really it's just you're sitting out in the sun on the stands of cricket, and it's just the heat of the sun that's made it pliable, because you got some cheap like aluminium spoons. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, got a bit of a springy bit here, so we have to be more careful with this bit. So what's everyone watching on TV at the moment? I've finally finished Star Wars Rebels, so that's Clone Wars and Rebels done. Is there a new episode of Bad Batch on today? Actually, gotta watch that. I've enjoyed it. I really did. Time traveling stuff was a bit weird, but yeah, overall I enjoyed it. And now I finally finished season 10 of The Walking Dead, because it was the break that they had just before Christmas, I think it was, that it left off, and then of course, like with lockdowns and everything, I had to change my my Sky subscription, which means that I couldn't watch it anymore. And then Disney gone on added it to Stars, so it meant I could finish watching it, which is great. It's definitely setting up season 11, isn't it? The last bit. So some more character development, stuff like that on there. And now I'm going through the latest season of 7 Deadly Sins. I can't help but like that show. It's a good show. It's a good laugh. There's some decent animation there as well. So it's well worth watching. Plenty of silly moments. Not in the Kenyans. I was saying earlier, tabletop, I was saying that it sounds a bit like Nightwish, even, you know, because Nightwish has got that operatic half of that, and then it's like heavy metal on the other half. It's just missing the you know, the proper operatic singing with the vibrato and all that sort of stuff, you know. Sort of really not doing justice to Nightwish at all there. So is what is. I do like this tune though, it's funky. Been watching Tales of the Unexpected and recently The Man from Atlantis. Okay. Tales of the Unexpected. Was that an old TV show? Or symphonic metal, that's it. Tales of the Unexpected. Is that show that had like a young what's his name? Wesley Crusher. What's the guy's actual name? I can't remember. But he was in that show, and they were all around a campfire and they were telling like spooky stories and grisly stories, weren't they? Was that called something else? Ah, chat, help me out here. Leaving me to fumble around on this. Will Wheaton! Right, I remembered his name. It came to me. Will Wheaton. I swear he was on it. And he was one of the kids that were telling a story in front of the campfire. Ah, yeah, now I'll get the answers. Will Wheaton. Yes, I was always going to remember that, but are you thinking of the film Stand By Me? You don't know. When were they telling ghost stories in front of a fireplace? Not a fireplace, a campfire. Yeah, there is a bit of a delay. Oh, yes, Mephos. Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's what it was called. So what's Tales of the Unexpected then? You really? I'm gonna have to look this up now. Thank you so much. Tales of the Unexpected. Oh, it's well old. Aired between 79 and 88. It ended the year I was born. 112 episodes. Oh, man. It definitely had an intro like, Tales of the Unexpected. You could just tell. Ah, dude. The opening titles. I'm gonna have to check that out later. They sat around a campfire. Will told ghost stories and Stand By Me. Did he? Oh, guess it's been. I haven't seen Stand By Me since I was a kid, so you know. Whatever. Women dancing in front of a fire. If you weren't born. Aww, you little bubby. Little bubby boo boo. Okay. So pop that on the back. It's always handy to have a sword at the ready. We put the face back there, and then we pop the top of the head over the newly formed pin, like so, and that should hold the whole face together. Look at that. Oh look, you know, look, the tail just moves a little bit, so like you can be like, it's wagging its tail. Okay. And then we got this bit, so I'm guessing, yeah, it goes like that and like that. Yeah, this guy is really trying to sound like Chris Cornell from Soundgarden / Audio Slave / solo stuff, but it's got a Soundgarden vibe to it. I'll tell you what, Epidemic Sound is so full of top tunes which sound like other tunes, but they're different enough, you know. Anyone picking up the 2 made for order minis? As tempting as it is, I'm giving it a skip. Just not even for money reasons. It's just, it's creating that FOMO thing again, and I think, like a lot of people in the hobby, kind of exhausted by that. There's only so long that can be drawn out of people before it stops actually having an effect. And knowing that I've got a massive backlog of stuff, if I didn't have the Mortal Realms magazine and I only had a few bits and pieces that I was working on, it wouldn't be an issue really. Because I wouldn't have issues. But yeah, it's, yeah, I'll just even though I like the Necron, right. An hour in, I haven't finished building this dude. Do that, sorry, it's to do that. Estrella Soulbright. So 24 and 25 are beep. 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 And 25. So I'm just jamming out to this tune. I'm gonna turn my headset up a bit. It's a banger. Okay, 4-man dream team band. Okay, it could be anyone, past, present, alive and dead. I would go, and this is going to be a mix of talents, but I would go, well, let's turn that down. I would have Dave Grohl, Chris Cornell, Chester from Linkin Park, and what's his name? Queens of the Stone Age. Why can't I think of his name? I know his name, but I can't think of his name. That's annoying. Josh Homme. Just Homme. That's it. So Dave Grohl, Josh Homme, because they work really well together anyway. Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell, because those two were best mates and they would have worked really well together. But the mix of talent there is quite well mixed. If I was to have a fifth person, it would be... Ooh. That's tough. I don't know if I could have a fifth person in there. What's the name of the guitarist from Avenged Sevenfold? Guitarist from there. Saki Vengeance, is it? No. No. That's his name. Sinister Gates. Yeah, Sinister Gates from Avenged Sevenfold. Just for the pure shredding ability, you know. So it would be Dave Grohl on drums, Josh Homme on rhythm, guitar, and backing vocals. Even though I think he's a good lead, I'd have him on backing vocals. I'd have Chris Cornell and Chester as the frontmen, both doing, you know, like their own styles of singing, but I'm sure they would work well together. And then, of course, Sinister Gates shredding away. Damn, that would be a sick group, right? Jimi Hendrix. You know what? I like Jimi Hendrix, but in all honesty, I think he is one of the most overhyped guitarists. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. He was really good. And he broke barriers, and he made records, but at the end of the day, he's not like one of the best guitarists. You know, like if you compared him to modern day guitarists, I don't think he'd be able to hold up as well. But you know, sheer stage performance, like his presence on stage, that is where his talent lay, and his songwriting ability. That's where his talents were. You know, the fact that he was a left-handed guitarist is neither here nor there anymore. And again, like I'll say it again, for his era, he was top tier. In the history of guitarists, yeah. Thanks, Ethos. Freddie Mercury. You know what? It has crossed my mind, but for the people I had in mind for my dream band, his vocals wouldn't work that well. That's why I left him out. Otherwise, yeah, Freddie Mercury, he had a stunning voice. It's just a shame that it started to escape him quite quickly. The sicker he got. Like early years, it would have to be early years Freddie Mercury, when he could hold the notes, like all of the notes. Um, let's see. Gilmore and Kuda. Not bad, not bad. The music would be awesome, and the after party is unbelievable. Me, Chester, but Trujillo on. Oh, that's a good call, actually. That's a pretty good call. Yes, he is overhyped. Boffin, I ain't gonna change my mind on that. Frank Sidebottom, George Formby, Keith Moon, Leonard Nimoy. Really? Shawn Michaels, yeah. That's too many people. And Alf. Keith Chegwin and Alf. Hey, Raven, how you doing? You're never late, man. Everyone's welcome to join whenever they can. I'm glad you're here. Let us know what you're working on, what you're up to, and your dream band. 5 members max. The Nimoy version of Bilbo Baggins is amazing. Oh, for God's sake. Oh God, forget it, mate. Oh. Elvis, Barry White, Vera Lynn, and the cheeky. Oh my God! Could you imagine? Oh, could you imagine? Oh my days! Oh, mama, I did it my way. Cheeky! Oh, mama. That's worse than Chief Chegwin and Elf. Oh my God. Take that. Oh, come on. What? All of them? All 5 original members? Crikey. I want it that way. Oh, dude. Oh, you almost broke me there, man. If you're allowed a 5th, I'll take Amy Lee for some contrasting vocals. Very good call. I was very close to adding the lead singer from Nightwish, because the range she has is amazing. Controversially, I think better than Amy Lee. I know. But yeah, that's my opinion, and I stand by it. Dream Band, easy. The Floyd, Simps, Dosoid, Jog on sing along. Wow. Lupus, this is why you're not invited to parties. Just kidding, man. I love you. Yeah. Yeah, you take it easy, Mr. Scroggy Minis. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good weekend, and keep tagging me in your updates on Instagram. Okay, for anyone else who wants me to see their work, don't forget, when you post it on Instagram, add the hashtag THCKev, literally spelled THCKev, and I'll get to see it, and I check it every day. So yeah, I'd love to see your work, comment on it, and even share it. Did I cut off a second piece? I did not. Piece 25. I did cut off the bit. There it is. Whew. Almost lost it. Oh dear. I mean, if you're gonna have Chief, if you're gonna have Keith Chegwin and Alf in a band, why not add the Count from Sesame Street as well? And he can count the band in. And the one, and the two, and the three. The song would never start. Oh. Oh man. This is why I love having this show. You guys make it. Without you lot here, it'd just be me making my minis, baiting my minis, do whatever, all of my Jack Jones. And you provide ample laughs. So oh yeah. Big love to you all. Oh, see, I was impatient, and you know what? I shouldn't have done that, because now that I trimmed it, it's not going to stay on. Wah, wah, wah. Wow! As Crash Bandicoot would say, or as Mario would say. I made it. Hold on. Woo. Yeah. Go. Oh. Keep that hair up. Don't want the emo part in again. Right. Let's just get. Ah, man. You know what? I'm having too much fun with you lot. I'm not getting anything built. I should have already finished building this. I've been halfway through the Revenants by now. Boo-boo. Really is too warm in this room to headbang like I just did. Wow. Sorry, I still got the count in my head. How about the count from do Keith Chegwin, Alf, the Count from Sesame Street, and the Cheeky Girls, right? One, the Cheeky Girl. Two Cheeky Girls. Cheeky. Oh boy. Oh dear. And you know for a fact that would sell. That really would sell. Alright, let's have a quick look in the chat. What are you all up to at the moment? Ah, you've all gone a bit quiet. Oh no, was Scrocky the life of the chat? Oh dear, that's a shame. Here we go. Ooh, I can create a poll. Ooh, oh, is it? Alright. Here we go. Let's do a poll in the chat, yeah? This is a new thing. Oh, I can add options as well. Who would make the band profitable? Here we go. So would it be Chief? Sorry, Keith. I can't remember how you spell his name. Oh, I just put Keith. There we go. Alright. Just had to listen to some Jimi Hendrix to come. There we go, there's a poll up now. Who would make the band profitable? Would it be Keith Chegwin? Would it be Alf, the Cheeky Girls? Or would it be the Count from Sesame Street? Place your votes. That's an interesting. I've never tried that before, so that's a new thing. I'll give you guys a few minutes before I end it. Ooh, this song is rude. I like it. My alternative band for the cool kids: Dame Edna Average, Danny Dyer vocals. Oh no, vocals is Dame Edna. Okay, Danny Dyer with the triangle and tambourine, Bruce Forsyth lead guitar and vocals. Really? Lee Evans drums. The dude would die from sweating. He sweats enough under camera, under the lights on stage, doesn't he? Rod Hull, bass guitar, and Emu synth. Wow. Might have to explain to Mythos who Keith Chegwin is. A very big TV personality from the 90s. He was everywhere on so many different shows. And I think the last thing he ended up doing was you know, like on breakfast morning TV, you normally have like competitions or something to enter, and he would be like the one that was on location and going through the prizes and everything. That was so many years ago though. Does he do like radio or something at the moment? I don't know. I haven't seen him on TV for a long time, except cameo. Hey, look, it's the Nightwish knockoff again. Cheggers went pop. That was the last thing he did. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Seriously though, I wonder what TV personalities like himself end up doing um in the long run, because like TV work is all um like kind of like agency work, isn't it? You know, like it's very rare that you get a stable job unless you get contracted in or something. Usually you get paid by the gig or whatever, um or for like a short run, and it's very much up to you and your manager to try and keep the money coming in. But I wonder if he like ended up getting into something stable like radio, or maybe like a producer or something. Who knows? I mean, I could search for it, but I can't. He did a naked game show. He's not doing much now as he died a few. Really? No way. I feel like I would have read that somewhere. Oh, he did in 2017. 11th December 2017 at age of 60. Blimey now. Yeah, the twin brother as well, Jeffrey. And there's an older sister called Janice Long, who is best known as a radio presenter on BBC Radio 2. Huh. Okay. Learn something new every day. Let's have a look at the poll so far. So Keith at 17%, 33% for Alf, 17 for the cheeky girls, and 33 to the count. Only 6 votes, so we need a tiebreaker between Alf and the count. The final pop. Oh, that's grim. That is grim. Oh man, I can't believe Cheggers passed away. Well, I suppose he lived such an extravagant lifestyle, didn't he? Space Age Girl Machine. You know what? I don't know why I was trying to. That was silly of me. Right, let's line that up. And then you can line that up nicely, like that. Right, you got to slide it in the hole, just like that. Be nice and gentle. There we go. Okay. The hand will just. You know what? This is the only bit I'm going to glue because I buggered it up by trimming the pin. So it's the only piece I'm going to glue on. Once the glue comes out. Come on. There we go. Okay. Right. Because they buried him. Oh man, I think there's a joke in there, but I'm completely missing it. Completely missing it. Oh, Someone changed their vote to the count. There we go. There's the results. Amazing. I'm so glad I got to use that feature finally. Alright, let's get the other leg and the cape. Ooh. Okay. It had 9 votes on it. Wow. Make that vote count. Oh. 1 vote. 2 votes. Ah, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Oh. It's a little bit bent. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Don't worry. It's just so uncanny how close it is. But it's just not quite. Yeah, after tonight's stream, I'm going to be listening to some Soundgarden. No apologies whatsoever. Soundgarden, Queens of the Stone Age, maybe a bit of Foo Fighters, the early years. Get some Eagles of Death Metal, some Linkin Park. That's my sunny weather music, you know what I mean? A bit of Nirvana. Nirvana always reminds me of riding on the bus with blinding sunlight in my face that makes me sneeze. Because like I'd be on the bus listening to it in my own little world, and it'd be early in the morning on the way to college, and then like the sun would always be in your face because of the direction you were going. So there we go. Uh-oh. Gotta get that butt crack closed up. Gotta get that butt crack closed up. Gotta get that butt crack closed up. Such an enjoyable part of the song. Alright, this is a little bit fiddly, but only just a little bit. Just got to get the angle right on it, you know? Ah, the change in tempo is so dramatic. This is only mildly irritating, only because of the heat. Go! Just gotta make sure it's pushed in far enough on the other leg, otherwise it's not going to connect with the other leg properly. And I'm determined to keep this push fit, just so I can remove it. Right, let's line the pin with the hole just right. Don't get fiddly on me, you sod. You blimmin' sod. That would be East End, mayhaps. From my location to where the college was, yeah. Though it not east, like it'd be south east, because of course we're far enough in the northern hemisphere that the sun for a big portion of the year doesn't actually go east to west properly. It sort of goes southeast to southwest. Guess who's back with a brand new rap? Oh, you're back. Wait, you were gone? Oh damn, you missed out a lot, dude. Oh, did you pop off at 9 o'clock? Oh, that went on so easy. That went on so easy when I had it lined up properly. Oh, I dropped a foot. Oh no, diabetes. Lost a foot. There we go. Saw those sugar lumps. He's cut down on those. Will Smith's new hobby track. New man. Getting fiddy with. Getting fiddly with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Getting fiddly with it. Finna. One thing, I don't know why, it doesn't matter how hard I try. You missed out a bit. Keep that in mind as a keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain how I tried so hard. Sorry, it's hard with the tune in my head. Oh, you know what? I had this. Oh, dude. Whoops. I had the song off, man. I had the desktop volume down. I completely forgot when I had that massive laugh out. But yeah, no, you messed it up, man. It's one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard I try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property. Remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised it got so things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. Kept everything inside, didn't even know I tried. It all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory in a time when I tried so hard and got so far. There you go. Though I probably got some words mixed up there as well, so you know. Been a while since I heard that song actually. Damn. Whoops. I had a phone call with one of your friends who I class as a sister. Well, if you class her as a sister, you could have just hung up on her and like she wouldn't have cared. Like, he gets 100 points. Fair enough. Fair enough. It starts off almost Pirates of the Caribbean, doesn't it? Right. Got the bass bits to do now. Let's smash this bit out and I might have time to build something else. There we go, it's the Nickelback knockoff. Full on distortion. Heavy percussion. Chunky bass riff. Time is a valuable thing. You should watch the time count down till the end of days. Don't think that's a line in the same song though. Yeah, this song is pretty much like this website wrote an algorithm for an AI to study all the songs from Nickelback and write a new one based on it. You know, like what they've done for like TV shows and movies and all that sort of thing, and they get the AI to write a new one based on what it's observed from previous stuff. And honestly, it's like It feels like that, doesn't it, this song? Even down to the ending. Oosh. You can almost hear it. Yeah, a lot of the songs are actually quite sad, and they're about inner struggle, inner pain, letting those down around you, and feeling like giving up, or trying to find ways to not give up. You know, that sort of ilk. What are we doing for time? It's alright. Ubar is my life when it comes to rock. They're the first rock band I listened to and loved from the get-go. Fair dues, man. I was brought up with quite a mixed sort of music, sort of education from my parents. Even though my father sort of was out of the picture from like 6 or 7. I do remember that he used to listen to a fair bit of reggae, grunge, ska, garage, that sort of stuff. All the good stuff from the early 90s, and then my mum was more into pop stuff, you know, like 70s and 80s pop, but she also liked a lot of metal as well, a lot of rock. She had a very diverse taste in music, and I think that helped balance me out. Though, you know, like everyone goes through their phases, like when they go through school and college. Like, school is where you're trying to fit in with other people that you know, because you don't want to feel left out. And then you get to college, and then you feel like you could be a bit more yourself. And sometimes you could take it to the extreme and try and be too unique. But for the most part, it's you know, you're exploring music more, you know. And then basically the majority of the music that you listen to in college is what you end up listening to for the rest of your life, you know. And it's hard to keep up with new music. I do try and listen to new stuff from newer bands, not just the older bands bringing out new stuff. And there's still good stuff coming out, but if there's one thing I can't get behind, it's modern day R&B and hip hop. It's just not the same as it used to be by a long shot, and it's disappointing almost, you know. It's just, it used to be something I could listen to and enjoy. I can't now. It used to be a little bit tongue-in-cheek, it used to be a little bit fun. There used to be a little bit of naughtiness hinted at in the songs and stuff like that, but boy, now they ain't even messing around. They're not pussyfooting around. They're literally telling you to bend people over and do what you want with them, or you know, you have to mop up their wet ass pee and stuff like that, and it's just like, it's cringe. And then you got these mumble rappers now. The mumble rappers, please, just, oh man, so little talent, yet they're making so much money from it. It's ridiculous. So, you know, it's really spoiled the genre for me. Oh, this goes on first now, doesn't it? Why did I skip a page? I did skip a page. No. Oh, okay. This goes like that. Alright, but like I said, there are still some good songs coming out. There are still good, you know, emerging artists and stuff like that. But the market at the moment is just saturated with so much guff. Proper sound old man, don't I? I mean, I don't know, Eminem is quite tricky, isn't it? He's trying to keep up with things, but at the same time he's not falling to the whole mumble rap nonsense stuff like that. He's still trying to keep rap as rap, you know, and I respect that of him. Is it going to be the same stuff that he did when he's younger? No, because he's just grown. What he's got to say is different because his experiences are different. But his rap ability, if anything's got stronger. I mean, a couple of his more recent songs, he is hitting, like, you know, like beats per second for words. He is just, you know, he's proper knocking it out. But yeah, let's have a look. What's it saying? Shamefully, Nickelback. They did. Yeah, everyone went through a Nickelback phase. Evanescence as well, and all that. So you know what? You're sort of my age then, aren't you? So all of that sort of came out when I was sort of just going through high school. Stereogram. A cupboard with a turntable in it. You know what? My mum used to have something similar to that. It was a turntable, and it had all the switches and knobs on one side. Big old turntable there, but it also had a cassette player on it, and it was a radio as well. And it was a chunky thing, right? But it had like a clear plastic lid that you could lift up. Man, those were the days. Anyways, I've teased you lot enough with this build. There we go, that goes in nicely. Alright. His tail still wags. Yeah! Hang on. Let's just pause this. Let's just sort this out because... No. Are you ready? Yeah! We don't get fooled again. That looks good, doesn't it? Can't wait to get paint on that now. Oh, that's going to be fun to paint. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's that. Right, and you're welcome for the screech. Yes, these songs 2 days are way over the top. What about that one rapper who's literally, I think it was the music video, he's literally going down on the devil, and it's just like, really? Oh. I might be getting old, but damn. Tonight is still banging out some good stuff. Yeah, 35 years young. Ah, okay, a couple of years older than me. Rotary home phones, yes, I remember that. The most waste of time thing. And my grandparents had one well into the mid-90s before they got an actual, like, dial pad phone. Like, just a... Like, I'm old enough to remember the area codes changing. Tom McDonald's rap Snowflake. I've seen that, actually. I've seen that. That's good. Very much on the nose of the current political climate in regards to just people being too divided on things when there's no one willing to meet in the middle, sort of thing. It's very much tribalistic now. And if you're this, or if you're that, or if you have this belief or you have that belief, then it means that you are definitely this kind of person or that kind of person. And it's just like, well, actually, no, people can have different opinions and still be people, you know? At the end of the day, we might disagree on political stuff. We might disagree on our favourite TV shows, our favourite songs, who should run the country, and what toilet paper we wipe our asses with. But at the end of the day, at least we can have that conversation, explain why we like something, why we don't like what the other person doesn't like, and communicate those things and share those ideas. And that's the whole point of democracy in the first place. It's not about shouting down other people and saying, oh, you're this or you're that, and trying to make other people seem like they're the enemy. That's not the whole point. The whole point is you have a conversation and you can walk away knowing that you heard their point of view and their views and their opinions on something, and they've heard yours. And you can walk away still disagreeing about something but still be happy with the result, you know? That's what it's all about. That's how it should be, and that's how it used to be. These days, though, it's all divide and conquer. That's why I stay off a lot of things like Twitter. You go on Twitter and you fart and you offend someone, like you either farted too loud or not loud enough. You know what I mean? Oh, this is a cool. Oh, soft shading, eh? And a dark shade. This is actually quite a comprehensive paint guide. That looks pretty decent, actually. That's pretty good. And that's pretty cool. Look at the size of that war scroll, though. That's just ridiculous. Storm of fire. Look at that! It's a whole fort on a floaty island over a massive chasm. Dude, I need to catch up on my reading. Holy moly. This campaign it looks sick. I really got to catch up on my reading. And look, the forces, look how huge they are. It's pretty much the entire collection. Oh no, it is talking about your collection. Okay. The armies, you get 2 choices from your heroes, 6 choices from the troops. Any unit with a star next to it takes up 2 choices. Ah, I get ya. So you got all your options there, and then you get to pick and choose what you want. All 4 mats out as well. Oh, dude, that, bruv. That's a whole thing and a half, isn't it? Tell that to Democrats in the US. The only thing I have is Facebook and Messenger, and that's it. Yeah, you're better off with that, mate. Just deal with being called an old man for it, but yeah, that's all you really need. Why don't we get started on Kurdos? Yeah, I'm gonna go for another 15 minutes, I think. Discussions are great, but there's no need to crap on things other people like just for the sake of hate or spite. Exactly. That's it, my friend. Too much hate, rage, and everyone's pointing fingers. Saying, you know, like, you're too this or you're too that. Lots of isms getting thrown around as well. Oh, Tyrion. Elathor War Sage. Venari Blades Lords. Of course, they had to have a fancy bolt thrower, didn't they? Just because it wouldn't be a Luminar, was it Luminef / High Elf army with a bloody bolt thrower. Let's see this. Sub-assemblies. Yeah, so it's easier to paint. That's cool. They encourage that. It's a much longer build guide, even though it's got less bits. Interesting. Okay. Let us get ready. You're deleting Facebook. Why are you deleting Facebook? Oh yeah, Heavy. You know what, right? I heard Heavy and I was like, when I heard that, the first time I heard it, it was live, and it was with the girl that he did the song with, right? And I thought, you know what? This is a good song. But it sounds so different to their usual sound. But you know, like over the years, they've always experimented with their things, you know? But it did sound like he was going through a lot when he was writing that song. And I just remember thinking, damn, he's had some hard times if this is the song that he's come out with. And then not that long after, you know, that was the end of that. Sadly. And then I heard the song again after I heard that news, and it almost broke me, you know? Almost broke me. Because I already heard the pain and the angst that he put in that song. And then just hearing it after that, man, that was something else. Alright. Okay. Let us build Thanos' throne. I mean Kurdos' throne. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know, like, they got a lot of flack from a lot of fans because the song sounded so different from their usual sound. It really did split the fandom 50-50. I don't know if that might have just been the tipping factor. You know, he was going through a rough spot. He wrote this song, and then there was a massive backlash from it, and he just thought, oh, you know what, fuck you guys, fuck this shit, I'm out. Who knows? It's tough being in the public eye, you know, and if you let people's opinions get to you too much, it's one of those things where you can take constructive criticism, but if you listen to every single thing everyone's saying, you're never gonna make anyone happy, and you're never gonna be happy. You know what I mean? Straight week. Damn. Facebook is run by a sucker droid, and he ain't no good. He's a bad un. Plus, I don't like Facebook. It's like people leaving post-it notes everywhere about everything. I mean, that was essentially what Facebook was all about. It was like a little status update to let people know what you're up to. Posting pictures so you can create like a family album or memories or whatever. Keep in contact with people. And, you know, like having little communities. It's a lot different now to what it originally was. I think it's very cluttered, to be honest, at the moment. It's way too much going on. I think that's why a lot of people sort of go to things like Instagram. Less noise. But I mean, since Instagram got taken over by Facebook, that's sort of been getting a bit busier, I suppose the word is, like in regards to the functions it has and stuff like that. Oh, you think that's tough? Listen to Mike Shinoda's album that he wrote, yeah, and a lot of it is based on him recovering from what happened, and it is a lot of it is heartbreaking stuff, man, like really heartfelt. You don't care. Alright, you have a good night, Boffnet. Cheers for popping by. You stay safe. And try not to watch too much cricket, okay? There's only so much you can watch. Am I being blind? There is a 5 and a 6, but there is no 4. Is that a misprint, I guess? Yeah, because that's numbers 4 as well. So there's a small misprint there. I'm guessing that should be 6 and 3 with 5 and 4. I mean, really it should be 3, 4, 5, 6, but based on the numbers on the sprue. Facebook spoils conversation because you've already read about what they've been up to. Texting is bad enough, so I keep it brief as well. Fair enough. Oh. Hang on. Sang about, sang about, sang about, sang about. He released the EP Post Traumatic in July 2017. And then he did a solo album. Where is it? Oh, where is it? Oh, he named the album Post Traumatic as well in 2018, March 2018. Yeah, and he's got a lot of feeling in it, man. A lot of feeling in it. It doesn't really matter. Both skulls are exactly the same anyway. Oh no, look, I see the difference there is the back bit. The indent on the back is different, but the front of them looks exactly the same. So you got to match that, haven't you? Alright. Yow. So, which one would this fit? This would fit 6. So I was right. And you need 9 as well. Are you listening to it now? Prepare yourself, man. A lot of it hit home quite hard because how many years has it been now? 8 years now since I lost my brother, and you know, it was quite sudden and out of the blue, and so yeah, there's a lot of stuff that he goes on in his songs and that really hit home, and you know, I really felt it. So yeah, man, I felt for him big time. Right, did I finish it? I haven't even finished my beer. What have I been doing this whole time? Just talking. I only have one beer. I haven't touched my cherry Pepsi yet. Shocking work. Where did I go over this? I did. Okay. Right, I want to try and be careful here, because if you shave off too much along the edge here, then that's when gaps start happening. It's the last thing you want. Just want to lightly get to any mold line that there is, but to be honest, it's right on the edge, so it would be barely noticeable. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to take some time. So I think I might need to call it there. Not because I'm not having fun with you lot, because I'm really enjoying myself, but but yeah, time's getting on, and I've got to do all my post-show stuff like tidying and that, and then of course got work in the morning. But yeah, we have had a good laugh tonight, and I really have enjoyed it. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone who joins in tonight, everyone in the chat as well. Thank you so much for keeping it busy and keeping the laughs rolling. And to everyone who's watching back as well after the show, if you haven't already subscribed, you know where the subscribe button is, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any videos. I got a video coming up tomorrow around midday, so it doesn't clash with the other Chilling Wargamer Network members, because there's quite a few videos coming out tomorrow. It's going to be quite busy, so you're not going to have any downtime really with YouTube content. So I hope you enjoy that. Don't forget, if you are a late what's it, a night lark, a night owl, if you like staying up late over this side, or if you're over the seas and it's still early for you, go check out Frosted Fists. They got their show later on. It's 2:30 standard British time. That's 2:30 AM, but it's 8:30 Central Time. It's Central Time, right? Yeah, Central Time, because you're in Texas. So yeah, go check them out. And if you want to help support the channel, there are plenty of ways of doing it. Hit all those social media links. Plenty of ways of catching up on stuff. And if you post all your work in progresses and finished stuff on Instagram, use the hashtag THCKev, and I'll get to see all this stuff and even get to comment on it and even share it. And if you want to support the channel financially, there are plenty of ways to do it. You can go on Buy Me a Coffee, which you can make straight up donations through, or you can join a membership where you can enjoy some exclusive perks. We actually got a member this month, so he said he didn't want to shout out, but I'm going to give him a shout out anyway. So thank you very much, David Young, for being my first member on Buy Me a Coffee, and I hope you will enjoy the perks that are yet to come. And if you want to just get yourself some hobby stuff through Forbidden Planet, all the Immortal Realms magazines should be there to order. And for the rest of the hobby stuff, paints, brushes and other miniatures, go to the Element Games link and use the code to get yourself bonus loyalty points as well, which is basically money back in your pocket for more stuff. And that's it. I'm going to leave it there. And cheeky. You're welcome, Nova. Yeah, it is a tough album to get through, but I'll tell you what, it's a good one. So enjoy it. Yeah, night owl, but you can also be a night lark. A night lark is a late night bird. So it's a thing. Anyway. Anyways, yeah, don't forget, subscribe. I'm here every Monday at 8:30 for battle plans, every Friday for a hangout at 8. I'll do a video once in a while. I think I've done it already. Anyways, have a good night. Big love to you. Have a good weekend. Peace. Cheeky. Come on, clap along at home. Everybody.